Hi, this is Bill Ezell with ApprovedByBill.com, and I'm here today with Colorado insurance agent Kendal Liedtke, and he's one of my preferred partners that we refer out to your clients regularly. And as I've been hearing feedback from some folks, insurance has gone up in Colorado, and I just thought, hey, rather than me telling you guys about it, I'd bring in an expert today, and he'll kind of get you up to speed on what's going on with homeowners insurance. So I guess at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to him.
Thank you, Bill. Hello, my name is Kendal with Colorado Insurance. I was given this opportunity by Bill Ezell with Guild Mortgage to educate you on what has and will be taking place in the insurance industry in regards to homeowners insurance. A lot of you may have already opened up your home insurance renewal to find an unexpected increase to your premium. Well, you are not alone. Unfortunately, 2012 was one of the worst years in history for the insurance industry. Not only were the wildfires like Hyde Park and Waldo Canyon some of the most devastating fires ever, but 2012 was also one of the worst seasons for hailstorms dating back to July 2009. Being a broker and selling insurance through 12 different A+ rated companies, I have been in constant communication with representatives from these carriers. They explain that the industry as a whole has had no choice but to make significant changes to recover from these losses. These same representatives have also had the opportunity to speak with some of my competitors who are making the same changes in order to stay afloat. You see, the auto portion of insurance is very predictable. You can look at claim payouts for auto accidents over the last 5 years and take an average to predict the upcoming year. But when it comes to home insurance, no predictions can be made because we are at the hands of Mother Nature. So when the insurance industry pays out billions in home claims, they have no choice but to recover increasing premiums across the board, whether you were affected or not. If the industry was to only increase those affected, their rates would increase 100 to 150%, causing these individuals not to be able to afford the insurance they need and are required to have by the mortgage companies. So the industry spreads the loss to all policyholders, giving a specific percentage increase to everyone. Now, the insurance carriers are also taking steps to stay ahead of the game on new business being written. For example, some carriers are going with mandatory $1,500 or $2,000 deductibles from the beginning, no longer offering the traditional $1,000 deductible. Other carriers are going with a 1 or 2% wind and hail deductible, and although 1% does not seem like that much, on a $300,000 home, the deductible would be $3,000. Now, there is a solution to this dilemma. By using a broker like myself, I will be able to shop your insurance rates through all 12 of my preferred insurance companies and find the best coverage and rates available for you. There's no such thing as one company best suited for everyone. Every company has their own niche market or idea of the perfect client. Some say a married couple in their early 30s living in Highlands Ranch is ideal, whereas another carrier might think this same example is a high-risk area and being young adults, greater risk too. Which company you fit best with is my responsibility to figure out. Some of my carriers consist of Travelers, Hartford, MetLife, Liberty Mutual, Nationwide, and my list goes on. Let me do the one-stop shopping for you. The best part is once you're in my agency, my retention team reshops your rates every year at your request to ensure you're always paying the lowest premiums available. Did I mention I also have my own in-house service team? Well, I do. So regardless of the company I place you with, you will still just make one local call to my Highlands Ranch office, and my licensed service team handles any questions or changes with your policy. Bottom line is we work for you, not the insurance companies.
All right, Kendal, I appreciate it. And a couple things I did have come up this week. I had a friend of mine that previously was a captive agent with one of the big companies out there whose shareholders are doing awesome, but we were just having lunch the other day, and he mentioned that this particular company has a philosophy where they bring you in low and they're constantly increasing the premiums, and in the past he used to be able to rewrite it with the company to get them the lower premium, but they're no longer allowing that. So when he was talking about the annual check-in, I think that's a huge advantage over what you may have with others.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so that was a real life scenario. And then also too, and this might have even been you that helped us with it, we had to get a debt ratio approved, and one of the clients had to do a 5% wind and hail. Was that your quote? I might have been.
Not mine.
But yeah, no, we had to do that. So he has some flexibility where if you go to just one of the big national carriers, we may not have the same flexibility.
Correct.
Yeah.
But with 12 companies, I can usually keep the premiums low.
Are there any
and the
particular
deductibles.
structures that have caused more, have you guys had any issues with a lot of the mountain properties or the structures that are a little bit unique, or have you been able to work through those pretty well too?
I have not had any problems whatsoever. Most of my underwriters, all of my underwriters, I have great relationships with. And as long as I go to the table with good reason why this is an acceptable risk, they usually always agree with me, and then we'll go ahead and take the risk on.
Okay. And then with the insurance premiums, because I understand Colorado was rated on fire and hail because there's a lot of stuff with Mother Nature. Have they given you any indication if they think this will be a long-term premium, or do they not know?
Well, they're hoping it's going to bounce back, but unfortunately with insurance, it's not a quick bounce back. It can take a good 5-6 year period without any more catastrophic events before we start seeing everything start settling back down.
And then on average, what are they telling you is the average percentage increase that you're seeing on a premium, like in Colorado?
It varies. Some companies are only doing a 3% increase at this time. Others are jumping, saying, hey, instead of 3% increases, we're just going to go ahead and apply the 10 and be done with it. But again, that's the advantage. With insurance, there's only one place to go, and that's up with your premium. Insurance doesn't go down. We wish it did, but it doesn't. And again, that's the advantage to my retention team. Every year, at your request, your client's request, we will reshop them.
Okay.
We already have all their information. So if we find a better company for your client, we'll just switch them over, email them a consent to switch form, and it's as simple as that. We handle everything on the back end with escrow, updating the mortgage company, and et cetera.
All right. Anything else that you want to add, or?
I just love working with you. I feel that Guild has so much to offer, your clients, and you guys do a wonderful job.
Thanks, Kendal. Thanks for your time, and I'll be out with something soon. And as always, when you're out with your buyers on the weekend, please send them to my website, approvedbybill.com. And Monday morning, I usually have 3 to 6 deals just sitting there, and I'll get those worked up first thing. As always, during the week, I'm pretty much chained to my desk, so generally in the office by 7:30 and leaving somewhere between 6 and 7, available on sell after that. But we appreciate your business, and you guys have a productive weekend. Thanks a lot, Kendal.
Thank you, Bill.